How are we doing, fungal family? It's your favorite fun guy, Shroomy, and we're back for another video on the Shroomy Variety channel. As you'll notice, things are a little bit different. Like I said in a previous video, I am living somewhere else. Between that video and this video, I made the Great Escape, and I got out of my terrible household, and now I'm living with my one and only. And this is our room. This is the new setup. We got a shelf with a bunch of stuff on it in the back. I got a new thing to put my phone up on. It's a ring light, so there's better lighting. And below me, you can't see it, but I have a laptop right here. Here's the mouse. So I can play PC games, and I can stream on a laptop. So that's good. But yeah, a lot of things have changed entirely for the better. I'm in a much better mental state, finally. This is a different phone that I'm using. If you'll notice, the video quality is actually a bit better than it would have been normally. But yeah, a lot of things have changed. I got this new phone, which isn't really a new phone. It's just like a hand-me-down because mine broke. So I got an old iPhone 6S. And funnily enough, the video quality and picture quality on this iPhone 6S is better than the quality that was on my phone from like 2021. Right? Yeah. That makes sense. It does make sense because my last phone was an Android. And they're notorious for not having very good picture/video quality. Which is like a meme at this point, honestly, you know? I didn't pick my nose just then. I was scratching the inside of it, by the way, before anybody says anything. Does my fucking nose look red, dude? Do I have like a rash right here? It could be like the lighting, but yeah, it could be like the light, like the LED lights mixed with the ring light that I have on. I don't know. I don't know what I like. I don't know what I like. I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. That's cozy. I got a couple candles lit. Oh, well, I have one candle lit. Well, there's two lit, but this one you can't really see that well. But yeah, enough rambling. I'm just gonna kind of get into what has changed since I last spoke to you. Okay, so basically what happened was I was going to come here earlier than I normally than we had planned to, but because of snow and black ice on the roads, I couldn't come here earlier, so I had to wait till the original date that we had chose, which was January the 19th, which was the day after my 18th birthday. So I am officially 18 now. I'm officially an adult right now, as we speak. But I spent a few weeks before I left gathering up important information such as like medical shit, medications, the pharmacy information for all of my medications that are very important. And getting sentimental items, random items that I just felt like bringing, and clothes and all that shit. I got that gathered up. And I would say the final month up until the day that I moved was probably the hardest. Just mentally. I was fucking mentally drained all the goddamn time. Time actually seemed to like move slower. In like the final month leading up to the move, time actually seemed as if it had started bending itself to move slower just to try to break me down. That's almost what it seemed, what it felt like. But when January the 19th finally came, I waited the whole day, just doing my normal thing, and it got like nighttime. It got like 9 something o'clock, I think, like 8 8:30, 8:40 to like 9. It got around that time. And I just like sat on the couch in the living room and just kind of drank in the environment one last time. Just like, like, this is the last time I'm going to see this place. There was tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of bad memories here, but you can't only acknowledge the bad, and I do acknowledge that I did have some kind of attachment to that place, because that's where I've been my entire life. I've barely ever left that place at all, and as bad as the environment was for me and everybody else involved, mainly just me, because all the people in that house were me, my little brother, and my dad. And my little brother didn't, he doesn't really get treated badly. But I was the only one that really did by my dad. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat this whatsoever. It has affected me in ways that carry over, even with me not being there. Like, the treatment that I was put through by him for my entire life, basically, has had lasting psychological effects that are just, it's hard to work through. But, we're keeping a positive mental attitude over here, and we are, we're getting shit done. We're having a good time. And I will say right now, I am the happiest and most fulfilled that I have ever been in my entire life. I couldn't be better right now. And I'm glad that everything worked out, because I had my doubts. I had my I was second guessing all that shit, but I'm glad that when everything happened, I'm glad that it happened well, and I'm glad that it all worked out, and I am in a new environment, I'm in a new house with people that, while they aren't related to me by blood, I consider them more of a family than I consider my blood relatives. 'Cause, you know what they say. You know what they say. Blood isn't always family, and family isn't always blood. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be related by blood to, your family are those that you hold dear, and the people that hold you dear. That's, your family doesn't have to be people that you're blood related to. So, I've sort of, like, found a family here, which, they are genuinely great people. They make me happier than I've ever been, and my life has improved since I met them. And I could hope they say the same about me being in their life now, which I've been here for a couple weeks, I guess, like maybe a little over a week, but I'm happy. For the first time in a long time, I'm genuinely, unabashedly happy with where I'm at, and I'm happy with my life, and I feel so much better. And honestly, I don't know if this is just like a placebo thing, but I feel like since I left my dad's house, I feel like I look better physically. I feel like I look much better. I look much healthier. I look much more, less disheveled, less, troll under a bridge eating billy goats-esque, I feel like things, I feel like 90% of my life has improved since I left. And it's only been like a couple weeks since I got here. But how the whole thing went is, I kind of was explaining it earlier, but I went off on a tangent like usual, because I don't script these videos at all. I just turn on the camera and talk. But what had happened was I waited until nighttime, and the plan is that we were going to wait till nighttime, and I was going to walk, like, an 11-minute walk down the road to a convenience store to get picked up. But something that I hadn't thought about is the bag that had all my clothes in it was much heavier than I thought it would. Excuse me. But the bag that I had all my clothes in, because I didn't have like a backpack or like a suitcase or anything like that that could hold them. So the bag that I put all of my clothes and stuff in was a big like black like trash bag. And I put all my clothes in there, I tied it up, and I was like holding it to like test the weight and how much it was to carry. And I could carry it. It wasn't like super heavy. I could carry it, but carrying it while having two other bags on and trying to either hold it like this, which it probably would have broken if I tried to do that. Uh, it, it it probably would have broken if I tried to hold it like this. So I was holding it on my shoulder, and it wasn't super heavy, but lugging that shit down the road in the fucking ice cold weather that's making my hands and like extremities numb. I wasn't about to carry all that shit for an 11-minute walk to a convenience store. So a little bit before, like probably 20 something minutes before I was actually slated to like for them to leave the house and come to get me, like 20 minutes before that, I said, hey, can we change the location? I don't want to walk all the way to that store with this big ass heavy bag. So instead of going to the store, stop at the top of the hill that is next to my house. Because there's my house, there's a hill, and then there's a road on top of that hill. I'm saying, hey, stop there and I'll walk up. But yeah, the time came right after they left their house. So I had spent like 15-20 minutes before this moving each of my 3 bags one at a time from my bedroom and out the backyard, and I would set them by the back door, and I walked back and forth 3 times and did that. And then I just sat in my room waiting. And then when it was time and they left their house to come get me, I said my last goodbyes to the house. Nobody was any the wiser to me leaving. Nobody knew I was leaving. I vanished like a phantom in the night. I went outside through the back door. I grabbed all my bags. I put the normal bag on, the normal 2-strap book bag on like that, and then I put the 1-strap bag over the front of me, and then I picked up the bag with all my clothes in it and I put it on my shoulder, and I walked up that hill and I lugged all that shit up that hill. And then there was like a little porch of like a abandoned house that nobody lives at, that did belong to my uncle before he died. But I sat on that porch, and you know, funnily enough, ironically enough, I spent my final moments in that location sitting on the porch of my dead uncle, and my uncle was the only member of my blood relatives that I would actually consider family, because he was a good person and he treated me well. And he's dead now. He's been dead for like a decade at this point, probably, or close to it. But like some of my best memories of being there was hanging out with my uncle, playing Call of Duty and shit. Dude, Uncle Wayne, I love you. I don't know if you can hear this. I don't know if there is or isn't an afterlife or anything like that. But if you could somehow hear this, just thank you for being there, and you know, thank you for making my childhood better than it would have been without you. But I sat up on that porch for like 10-15 minutes. I was freezing my ass off. My hands and my fingers were completely numb. I couldn't even feel them. And they finally pulled up, and I got up. I sat up. I stood up from where I was sitting, and then I walked over a little bit, and I picked up my bags, and I got them, and I loaded them into the car, and we drove here. And the rest is history. I've been living here, you know, getting settled in for these past couple weeks, and I'm getting more and more used to being here. I'm getting more used to you know, how things go around here, which, oh my god, it's such a breath of fresh air, being able to just like live every day and not have to be in fear or in paranoia or constant anxiety, constant stress, constant dread because I know something bad is going to happen. It's so good to not be in that state all the time. And I am feeling much better, and I'm honestly looking much better, I think, which I didn't even expect or think that that would happen. But I am improving more and more every single day being out of that house. And you know what they say? You can't heal in the place that hurt you. And I think I'm finally on the path to healing now, which is good. All the people that I'm living with now, I love them with all my heart, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. I love each and every one of them with all my heart, because if it wasn't for them, I would still be trapped, and I would still be getting hurt every single day. If I didn't know them and I didn't have this opportunity, I don't know how long I would have lasted in that house. I don't know what would have happened to me or what I would have done. But I'm thankful, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. I would die for these people that I'm living with, and I would happily live for these people that I'm living with, because I love them with all my heart, genuinely. And there's nothing in the world that I could ever do to repay them for allowing me to have this privilege. So, thank you. I mean it, thank you. But yeah, more videos, you know what I'm saying? More videos, better videos, I will say, much better videos, since I'm in a place with Wi-Fi now, and I have a better fucking thing to record myself with. Oh yeah, got my nails did. How y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Got my nails did. But like, much better place now. Got a setup, got a desk, laptop, mouse, all that. Got a desk, got a little recording setup. In the background of the setup, I fucking love this. We got the shelf with a bunch of books on it and a bunch of random stuff on it, and I have a candle burning right here. You know, helps add some pizzazz to the background a little bit. Got some roses. You got this little door here. This door just leads to a fucking water heater. It doesn't lead to anything else. But yeah, I like this little door. I think this door adds some personality to the some damn personality to the setup. But yeah, I'm living here, and expect much better and hopefully more frequent uploads from me in the near future. I have no idea what my next video is going to be. I'm probably going to start streaming soon, but I still can't figure out the unnecessarily complicated and tedious platform that is OBS. I'm still trying to figure that shit out, and I can't, but I'm trying. You know, I'm trying. And as soon as I can get my OBS set up correctly, I will start streaming. But I just wanted to come and talk. But yeah, I just wanted to come in here for a minute and talk to you guys about where I've been, oh, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I got a haircut last night. Got a little bit of a haircut. You know, things have great. What? Things are great. Things have never been greater, and things are only going to be getting better and better, not only for me, but for you. So, I have no idea what my next video is going to be. I can't think of any ideas for another video as of now, but as soon as I get an idea, I will latch onto it, and I will work on that shit for you. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next upload. I don't know when it'll be, so, you know, hold your horses. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, and I know I say this every single video, but I love and appreciate every last one of you watching. From the bottom of my heart. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.